Hello everyone, welcome to jobskillshare.org. Today we are starting our new course. The new course is Spiceworks Administrator. Now, this video is going to be introduction, looking at screenshots, and we are going to explain what we are going to cover in this course and who can take this course, who can benefit from this course. Now, of course, all of our members can benefit from this course. Let's say you're an entry-level person, you're trying to get into IT. This course can change the whole setup. This can change the way you go to the interview, and it can make a big impact when you start talking about Spiceworks, and we'll explain why. This could be a great course for someone who is a system administrator. You're already working in an IT and you haven't touched Spiceworks and you're wondering, you are using the community, you come across it sometimes, you hear about someone using it, but this is the time that you are really taking another step and you're trying to implement it into your own company and see how it will work for you. And I'm sure it will work great. Now, you could be also a person that you're going to college, you're going for a degree, IT degree, and most of the time you in college, go with projects and they're hands-on, but most of them are related to theory. Usually they don't talk about third-party softwares like, for example, Spiceworks. But the reality is that a lot of people use it at work, and now we will explain what would we need a course on this. So then why do we need a course on this? And then how JobSkillShare decided that we want to make a course and we want to give it a name, Spiceworks Administrator. Remember, our platform is not just about specific course and we're done with it and that's it. Our main goal is to target everybody. We want to target people that are getting into IT because these kind of courses help them, getting to understand the real world scenarios and what we use at work. That's exactly what we do. Now, someone could go to college and maybe the teacher is using Spiceworks and they recommend using Spiceworks, but then they don't know exactly how to install this and they need some kind of detailed course. This would be for you also. Now, the reason we did this because we have already tried something like that. We do unique stuff in jobskillshare.org. For example, one of the biggest example that I can give is through our courses titling. We give a title by title name like help desk support entry level to specialist. In this what we do is we basically show everything that we do as a help desk person, and then from that on, we will discuss, let's say, installation of Spiceworks and kind of do a basic tutorial. But then after that, we will make a course on top of that. So that makes you very good. So either you could be using Spiceworks, maybe you are not using Spiceworks. So it will give you both ways. You have this in your mind, you have this technology back in the head that, oh, if you had to come across something like that, let's say you have to monitor 300 machines and you need to run a report on top of everything automatically, then you know that there's something available. And that's where you can take this course, you'll finish it, but then you want to make more advanced skills, you want to learn more advanced skills, then you take another course. So we don't want to put everything in one course. This is one reason. Like for example, we discussed in a help desk, we discussed Active Directory, we discussed Office 365, but then we created another courses and see how successful these courses are. Another way is because people use a lot of in interview when you go to the job and all that applying where you do the entry level applying and all that stuff, you come across terms like this, like help desk ticketing systems. So what we did, we created a cool course on top of that, and we just blend in so many different ticketing systems that it gives you a very good hands-on practice, and you know about ticketing systems like anyone else would do. And that's what we do in Spiceworks right now, that since it's becoming so famous that so many people, so many IT people are using this, IT managers and IT system administrators. So then when you go to the entry level job interviews, these are the same people that are using Spiceworks. So imagine if you have this, if you go with your resume that you have a course behind your back that you have done this, you have done installations, you have done a very detailed course on Spiceworks, this can give you a very good positive point in front of someone that who don't have this, or maybe they never came across this site. So it's a benefit to you. So definitely this is something that is going to help a lot of people. Now, what is Spiceworks? Spiceworks is basically a networking application. It's a help desk application. It's a web-based basically, you can install it on premises and you can use it on cloud services, the help desk part. So you can actually download it on your own computers, servers, and then that will start scanning other machines and networks. Everything that you have in your network, printers, network switches, devices, phones, anything that you can name, mobile devices, everything gets scanned by one machine, and that's through network. So it's using different type of scanning, and we're not going to go in detail about that right now. That's something we're going to discuss in installation and initial configuration section. But in this video, I just want to explain what it is. Just Google that, and you'll see it's a download. It's available through download. And one of the biggest and powerful feature in Spiceworks is its community, because the people are IT people. Most of them are having 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You can name it. People have a very detailed skills on specific areas. So if you have an issue about Windows Server updates, so they will have some kind of groups in there, and then you will know that there are people that just work on that. So then that makes this community very powerful. And then they have the help desk software integrated in the Spiceworks. So that's a very, very powerful enterprise level help desk ticketing system that a lot of people are starting to use it now. Imagine you're going for entry level job and they're using help desk ticketing system, Spiceworks ticketing system. Now, when you tell them that you have a system administrator course, Spiceworks administrator course on that, that gives you a very good standing in front of other people, like, who don't have the Spiceworks, maybe don't even know about Spiceworks. Maybe they even put in their resume in requirements that you need to know about. It will be great if you know about Spiceworks, like, how they put in the resume that if you know about this, it's a great thing. Basically that. So imagine you have something to talk when you go to interview then. So that is what Spiceworks is about. So if you go to the spiceworks.com, you can see right here they have a cloud-based help desk. So you just put your information and they give you you can put like whatever, jobskillshare.onspiceworks.com, and that's the help desk. It's basically integrated. 6 million tickets, 2.3 million resolved, this many, and then millions of people using the IT community. As you can see, this says about managing your devices right here. You can read all that, and then you have another tool, that's the new tool that they just introduced, Spiceworks Network Monitor, where you can monitor in real time. If your machine goes down, you get an email. If your site goes down, you get an email or something like that. We will go over that also. And you can actually monitor services in here. This is a full enterprise level monitoring system. Millions of IT people. That's right there. So our course is located on jobskillshare.org. You'll click on all courses right here, and this is the new course, which is Spiceworks Administrator. You'll click on that. If you don't find it here, you can search it on the left side, and then basically you'll go over here, and then it tells you right here what is the objectives, installation and setup, setup Spiceworks Network Monitor, and then the community, and then in detail we have curriculum, which is the introduction. This video that I'm making right now, the next video will be setup and configuration, and then once we configure everything, we'll go in detail about everything in settings, everything on dashboard and the front pages, reports, purchasing, troubleshooting, and actually using Spiceworks with external IT tools. What do I mean by that? Let me just show you in a screenshot way. So this is a live Spiceworks basically installation. You see, this is a dashboard that is actually configured. Here you can see you can add these dashboards from right here, add content, and you can add a dashboard. So this dashboard on top right here represent a full chart. So one of the thing about this software is that it's automatically updating everything, because it's looking scanning your system, and then it finds information and then it updates it. This is so cool and powerful, because one of the most important thing in IT is that someone will walk up to you, or someone from higher management, they'll just say, how many Dell computers do we have? And this is where things like this can help you a lot. And trust me, you will be asked these type of things, and most of the times, yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. You just spend a few hours trying to find out if you don't have things like this, right? Or you need to go to your documentation and all the documents, you need to just go over it and they will find the information. But if you have something like this, you just open Spiceworks and in one click you can tell them 235 Dells, VMware 65, and we have HP 25. That is so awesome, right? You just quickly say that. And if you can click on these little icons right here, it can tell you everything. You can even go in antivirus. Oh, 166 are up to date. Your manager comes to you and say, how many out of date applications do we have antivirus? So you can say, oh, we have 32. Oh, we really need to work on this. Can we make a ticket with help desk and can you guys figure this out? Yeah, cool. So that's a job right there, right? You can go about the IP configuration. Someone say, hey, how many DHCP IP addresses are there out there? You can say, oh, 223. Static IP address is 61. You can find out which one are these. Hardware age. This could be a very important one when after 3 years or 2 years you're trying to sell or you're trying to get rid of the old machines, and you want to find out in a very quick way how many computers are all there that I need to get rid of. And these are 161. I can click on it and find out, right? What's going on in your network? Is there any issues going on? Yeah, there's a lot of issues going on right here. When you click on the event history on 1617, oh, there's the ADFS or the Active Directory syncing. There's an issue going on with the server. You need to look into that server. There could be issue with the exchange. There could be issue with good policy shortcuts right here. A lot of things can go wrong, and if you don't know what's going on in your network, something could be building up. You can do a proactive way of IT stuff that you can find out what's going on, and there could be a issue going on. For example, if I show you right here in this dashboard, you can find out exactly how many machines you have, but you can also find out if these machines right here, like for example, this is the server right here, and if this server have a space running out, this server is running out of space, I can see this is an issue. That's issue going this issue will basically after 5 days or 6 days, this could be a big issue, and before I find out, I could spend hours and hours and hours what's going on here, and then you find out, oh my god, one of my server just ran out of space. This is why nobody can log into domain control, nobody can log into computers. So this is kind of the things that Spiceworks can help you, and this is why people love it. You can actually integrate it with other third-party tools like Manage Engine. It tells you right in front how many computers, how many people password will expire, how many people are actually with expired password. So these could be calls right now. These could be a calls coming into your help desk, and the help desk spend 4 or 5 hours or 2 hours, or depending on the skill level, that maybe the person is new, he doesn't know that it's actually expired password, and the person is trying to troubleshoot for hours and hours and hours and hours, and then he find out, oh my god, it was expired password because I just restarted the computer and the computer says the password expired. Man, I just spent too many hours on this. Something like this could be a great tool for anyone: system administrator, entry-level system admin, help desk, new person, new IT person trying to understand the whole IT infrastructure, and at the same time you're trying to understand the troubleshooting and hands-on stuff from Spiceworks. Other cool things that you can do, like for example here, you can put a group policy, and imagine how hard it is when you group a group policy on all the 200, 600 machines, that all these paths should be blocked by running exe files, MSI files, and you let's say for example block some paths. Now there are people that go to online and they download something on let's say GoToMeeting and all these little downloads that they give you, right? And they run it, and now it's not running. Now, most of the time what happens is that you get a prompt that this exe is blocked, but most of the time it's actually group policy might not even show that prompt and it will block it. Now you could spend a lot of hours, or that person could get really frustrated that, oh my god, it's not working. I'm clicking on this GoToMeeting, I'm trying to click on this installer, it is not working. This could be a bad situation, right? So what you want to do is you can also, in Spiceworks, you can put triggers in there, event triggers, that will actually collect the event data from your machines and will put it on your Spiceworks, and it can also send an email to you. How cool is that if you're trying to figure out what's going on in your network, if you decided that you want to monitor one specific event because that is event, let's say for example 400 event is an antivirus event and it says the malware attacked the system. And in the system it says 400 is the event. For all the Windows machines in that application, 400 is reserved for that attack only. Now imagine if that 400 in 600 computers, if somebody clicked on something and that happened, that triggered, and nobody know about it. How cool is that if you do know about it and it triggers you, it sends you an email that this semantic antivirus triggered the 400 ID and on this machine and this time. So next time when you go in there, you can actually scan the machine and find out what happened. Pretty cool stuff. You can do a lot of things in Spiceworks. Let me just take you more. So you can scan systems all over and it'll tell you how many machines are scanned, how many applications did it found. You can troubleshoot the login errors and all that. You can actually go in to find out the whole summaries. I mean, how many machines do you have? Like right here, you can find if it's a virtual machine, if it's a server right here, PowerEdge, and what kind of server OS, and you can find by memory. You can find all that good stuff in one place. You can actually find out in whole devices. You can come over here and find out which machine actually ran out of spaces. So you can see these machines in this drive. There's no more space. There's no more space in D. There's no more space in C. These are the machines that I need to look into now because there's only 2% remaining. I know this is a call in making right now. This is definitely going to be a call in a few weeks and people are going to be running around. They won't be able to do things. So I need to fix this, right? That's how things work. So if you know, if you have a software like this that can do everything from one place, that is where you know your IT management is pretty cool because now you can almost just chill and just do your work and look at where the issue is going on while you get the other issues that is, that's the part of your IT life that is going to happen. Other issues will come up, but imagine you're just not stressing yourself. You're not creating your issues for yourself here because you might be installing something in a wrong way. It could be creating errors all over the internet because you installed something not correctly. So if you have something like this is where you find out a lot of information. So example right here, you can find how many softwares are over there. Some of them are unlicensed, some of them are not ready. You can find out how many users it integrate with your Active Directory. You can actually reset their user passwords. You can actually send a software to the departments. So how cool is that if somebody in a department purchased a software like Adobe editor or whatever, and that's just for accreditation department. You can just send it to that, and you don't have to worry about finding out whose computer is what and all that. If you have all that set up, that is so easy. You can just click on accreditation and just send it out. Other things you can do is reporting. Your manager can come to you and say, you know what, I need to find out how many computers are without antivirus. Just come over here, click on run, and bam, you have it in 1 second. How many disk usage? How many? What kind of hardware architecture do we have? How many 32-bit systems do we have? How many 64-bit systems do we have? You can click on that, and in a second you can find that out. Vendors, this could be another great place for you to save your vendor information because you could be working with a lot of vendors, and that's what system administrators do most of the time. They work with Microsoft, Cisco, another parties, vendors, and this is where you probably can save their information. You can come over here and on a specific machine, you can see right here, you can find a lot of information, the warranty information, the alerts that is triggered by that machine, the serial numbers of that machines, what groups are in that machine, configuration, software, network share, and you can also click on this little icon right here and you can troubleshoot the machine, like you ping it, you can manage the software on it, you can do a complete profile, meaning everything in that machine, you can just troubleshoot it directly from here. That is the power of Spiceworks. This is why we are doing this course. But at the end, I want to share something that why is it important for us to do this course. We just want to go to Indeed.com, and Indeed.com, let's go ahead and just type Spiceworks. I'm not going to type anything else. Just type Spiceworks. Just look at the title that it comes with. Spiceworks Help Desk Technician right here. You go down a little bit, Help Desk Technician. Even the business analyst also that's Spiceworks is looking for. So help desk technician right here, IT system administrator, system network engineer, I just typed Spiceworks, and you can see why it's important now for us to make a course on this, because you can see how many titles are using Spiceworks. That is why we are doing this. This is why we have done the help desk ticketing system, and the success was massive. People didn't know that something like that could exist, and we did that. We created a help desk ticketing system course, and this really helped people landing actually jobs, because the concept in colleges are great. They show you everything. They show you projects. They show you, okay, you need to build a domain controller. You have remote place one, remote place two. You need to connect them, and that's it. But a lot of people don't talk about things like Spiceworks, ticketing systems, software deployment, and things like that. That is part of our job every day, and this is how you can make an IT a cool and easy job, or you can make your job really hard and stressful when you don't know about these things. Because when you don't know about these things, about these softwares and how to use them together, then you make your job hard, because now it's a manual work. You got to find out all that information manually or by using another software. But even if you're using another software, which is a good thing, the reason we are doing Spicework is the reason why I just showed you why it's needed. I just type Spicework and you can see the information right here. This information will help our members greatly, because now they can also put in their resumes that when they finish this course, they can put that they have this great skill under their belt. Okay, that's the reason we are doing this. And like the last thing that I want to share is how you can use third-party softwares like software deployment tool right here. Let's say I want to deploy 300 machines, a Java to 300 machines. I can simply go to deploy once, and I can choose target and Spiceworks. So if I have groups right here, I would have done so much work. It'll make my life so easy if I have all the groups right here. Like let's say I have to deploy two applications, one for 32-bit machines, one for 64-bit machines, and I can just go to Spiceworks, make a group, and in 5 minutes I will have a group, 32-bit, 64-bit. I can click on 64-bit and deploy, and everything is done. Imagine if you don't have this software, you need to find out first all of that manually. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this will be another great course to our jobskillshare.org course library, and next video I'm going to see you in initial and setup and configuration. If you like this video, make sure you comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and be a part of this course. And if you are a pro in Spiceworks, I welcome you to join me and show us some of your tricks, some of your methods, so then it can help our learners and everybody else. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in a different video.